And welcome back into Good Morning Maine.
We're here with Chuck Hall. He is the track promoter for Speedway 95. Chuck, thank you for being with us today.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And you're here to talk about the Maine Veterans Weekend, right? Which is it's a memorial and a fundraiser for Maine Veterans Homes, correct?
Yes, it is. Yeah, we're raising money. This is the 13th. I believe it's the 13th annual Aikido Memorial Street Stock Race, and we have the Downlands 150 late model race. Those are the two premier races for the weekend. But we have racing Saturday and Sunday. All the divisions that race at Bangor are going to race that weekend.
Yep. On the 8th and the 9th, correct?
On the 8th and the 9th, yeah. And there's testing
October.
on Friday the 7th. And we're just trying to help the veterans, the Maine Veterans Homes. You know, we're looking for sponsors. If somebody has a business that wants to get involved in this, you know, I'll put a banner up. We'll put you on the website for the rest of the winter and for the rest of the year. And we're doing deals right now to go into next year's sponsorship. So if you come on board now, you're going to get a deal for next year. And all the money raised, like from now until the race, if we raise $1,000, $500 is going to go to the veterans, and we're going to put $500 into a purse of their choice. So it's going to make the more races come, so we can raise more money. And it's already a $3,000 to win street stock race and a $5,000 to win late model race, plus all the other races. We got a demolition derby on Sunday.
Yeah.
You guys should come out and get a cab.
I know, right?
I will.
But, you know, and but you know, it's just a thing. It's a memory. My friend Aikido that died in his race car, and I raced for him with him for 20 years and built his cars, and he had a heart attack in his car and died. And it's just something that I know he'd be proud of, and every year it gets bigger and better, and we really want it to be big. So, you know, we're looking for companies. It's a great tax write-off, and you're helping our veterans, and they need our help.
Yes. Yep. So how does this fundraise exactly? Does like money go towards the food or the tickets, or how?
Well, I own King's Concessions too. We do the food at the racetrack on the grandstand side. I get the best steak and cheese too. Just telling you guys.
Yeah, you already sold me on that one real quick. I heard that. I'm like, I got to get right over there.
Not just hot dogs and burgers.
Everything I sell that weekend, I'm donating $1.
Yep.
So if I sell a hot dog, we're giving $1. If I sell a fry, we're giving $1. Steak and cheese, sausage, whatever. Whatever I sell, every product I sell, I'm going to donate $1. And then at the end of the night, at the end of the weekend, I'll give it to the track, and we'll write a check for the veterans homes. And I'm challenging any company out there to match me if they want to.
Yeah.
And we got to look after our veterans. We're not a so-called nonprofit that you know, puts money in their pocket. Where every nickel I raise goes to the veterans. You know, this is for the guys and gals for their rec fund. If they want to get a pizza, they got to pay for their haircuts. They got to pay for their coffee. It's nuts.
Yeah.
You know, these men and women serve that country, and they should be getting a lot more than what they're getting. And I challenge any of the political people that are out there running for governor or senate or anything. They want to come and talk and be a part of this. I've reached out for months and haven't got anything back. So we're just trying to do everything we can. We'll have donation cans there. We're going to pass the hat, have the drivers come pass the hat and intermission. And if anybody else has any ideas they want to help out with, you know, they can just call me or get a hold of me on Facebook. And it's just a great thing. I'm proud to do it, and I look forward to it every year.
Yeah.
It's a perfect time to see some racing. We got those cool temperatures coming in. Get out there on the night track on a Friday, Saturday, even Sunday.
Something for everybody.
I know, it'll be great. I mean, you have the food and everything else, but you also have a personal connection to the veterans. You were explaining a little bit before about your father and everything, and that must mean a lot when you hear from somebody who comes in here talking about putting things together and putting together events, and especially for you with that personal connection, it must mean so much for you to try to build this even more every year.
Yeah, it does. My dad was in the veterans home in Machias till he couldn't take care of himself. Now he's in an assisted living place in Machias, and it's just, and they're great. The veterans homes are great. They do what they can do, but man, we got to do more for our veterans.
They need help.
Yeah,
and you're helping.
And to see it firsthand, you know, the nurses are great down there, the staff's great in Machias, and they're all through the state. But there's just so much more that we should be doing for them. Mm-hmm. They shouldn't have to worry about getting a haircut or getting a cup of coffee or buying a, you know, there's some of these guys and gals don't have clothes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, they got sweat. You know, I've bought clothes for them. I've gone to Walmart and bought sweatshirts and sweatpants and sneakers. And my daughter, I gotta thank my daughter. I mean, she's the backbone of the business. As far as my concession business, she was flipping hamburgers at 6 years old. You know, she can do it. She can do it. And my girlfriend has been a great help. And You know, she designed the logo for us in work store, Ed Libby in the work store. He's been a great help with me, but it's just, and I got to thank Del Merritt and everybody at Speedway 95. This was a brainstorm of mine 13 years ago, and Del went with it, and we have the best street stock race in the state, and it's a good payoff for the guys, and we're just trying to make it better for the guys and gals that are racing, you know, and we want to raise money for our veterans. So.
And it's not just a donation. It's you get a chance to see racers from all around. You were saying from ages 6 all the way up to 60,
Yeah.
or 10 all the way up to 60.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a huge diversity, so it's a great way to put this
Yeah,
show.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You know, we got a team division there, and I don't know if they're racing on Sunday or not, but we got trucks, full-size trucks. We got, you know, it's an expensive sport.
Yep.
And you know, it's not as booming as it was back in the 80s, but because of the cost and everything else. But we're trying to do the best we can, and you know, we're not perfect. But if I can help one veteran, if I can put a meal or put a jacket on one veteran, I've done my job.
Makes all the difference.
Coming together
You
for
still
a
got
good
that,
cause,
you still
and
got
it's
that old
for
car?
fun.
You still got that old car? We got a demolition derby coming
Yeah,
up. Come on.
I'll
You can
get
wear
it
the
ready
pink.
for you.
You're all set. We'll get it ready.
My brother straight piped my old car. Yeah, he'll go over and help you. Yeah.
Oh, hey, we want to thank you so
So
much.
I
for
want to
doing
thank you
this.
guys for, you know,
Thank
it was
you,
a short
yes.
notice, and I appreciate you, you know, anything you can do. And if there's anybody out there that wants to come on board, I don't care if it's $50 or $5,000, you know, we'll take it. But, you know, I'm willing to, we'll work with anybody. And like I said before, we are doing deals. If a sponsor is interested in sponsoring the track for next year, we're doing deals now that will, you know, you'll be on our website, on our internet, everything.
It benefits
Facebook.
everybody.
It benefits
Awesome.
everybody.
Yep.
Yes, it
That's
does.
Thank
great.
you for coming on,
Well,
Chuck.
thanks for having me. I really
Of course.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. It was a blast. We'll throw it over to Devin Biggs with one final check of your forecast.